biology. From the neck up is one time biology. From the neck down is another time biology. But what is biology that makes us different? Well, it's called technology. Anything that we have that the critters don't have is technology. But the logic is the same. There's not any magic class of life that makes us different. I used to be a four-legger, but then when the Great Rift happened, I picked up a stick because I was prey out on the plains. It's like we have hands made for trees. All right, and then we found ourselves out on the plains. And so we picked up a stick. Is a stick the first technology? Try to make her scared. Jenny! She don't like sticks. See, how about that? Come on, you want some of me? Now, all right, what was the next technology? All right, well then we had, sorry about that. We marked the seasons in the sand. Or you heard it said like that. It's like anytime we use language, it's just like a big picture. Come here, man. It's just like a big picture, that words are maps to objects. I think with objects, and I map alphabetic technology. I paint alphabetic technology to you with the objects I'm thinking with. Language is an external thing because it's a technology. So what was the next technology? To get back on subject, is that when we mark the seasons in the ground, come here, boss, then we could prepare for summer and winter. And where Stonehenge is a perfect example. And then only 40,000 years ago is that we started chipping language into rocks, which became recorded history or recorded knowledge. All right? So we have an extra biology. Okay, I call it conduct biology because it's conduct or be conducted like we are today. As we're brought up as children, that our logic is shifted from Minnie. Come here, Min. Come here and say hi to everybody. She is animated by objects. Come on up. Come here. Hi, Minnie. This is my girl. Mwah. I love her. She's a diva. Yes, get out of here. I don't need you. I love you. I love you. And you see Blossom back there. All right. So what makes us different is our other biology. And we're talking about it's electromagnetic. All biology is electromagnetic. It's like the internet. Move your finger, model the internet. I could talk about from, marking the seasons in the sand to smoke signals. Were they first? Well, I don't know. Maybe that was it. To radio, to TV, to Morse code. Don't forget Morse code. Boop, 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 boop. That was as binary as it gets. All right. And then radio and TV. And now we got the internet. Both biologies are ran by energy when it comes to communication. And so we're talking multicellular communication, all right, based on GalileoTime objects. All you have to do is, I know I'm jumping around a lot. I know I don't understand it either, okay? But with GalileoTime, we all can figure it out. All right, is that you have EarthTime objects and ManTime objects above language. Language is a technology. EarthTime, where nothing has a name. All right, you are a human, but your first animal, and amplified by technology makes you human. Because right now we are animal and we're devolved by technology. We are conducted by what needs us to exist. Okay? Instead of being amplified like them, that the technology, the communication, we can all model it. There's only one set of objects that don't need us to exist and objects that need us to exist. There's only one set above language. All right? And all I'm talking about is that you end this dichotomy between the heart, the body, and the mind. so that you're free. This is like prison. This is like freedom. We came here from one cell. Every one of us was a single cell. But if you look back in history, back to the internet, if you look back in history, then the first communication was single cell to multi-cell. Okay? And so that's where we are now with the internet. We're all single cells because we think with language. We're animated by language instead of our native logic. Wild animal in nature, thinking with objects outside our body. Nothing has a name. We then communicate those objects between ourselves with our language. This is not hard. This is about being honest and free and leaving the world better for you and me. So back on subject. 2 biologies. All right? We have what doesn't need us to exist. I call it conduct biology. You could be conducted or you can conduct it. But, I mean, to live as designed, you have to conduct it as an EarthTime object. You and your heart and your mind have to be a wild animal and think with objects outside your body first, so that you live as designed and know it. You got to trust yourself to trust others. The more you love yourself, the more you know what love is. I could go on and on and on, but you could figure all this out by yourself with EarthTime objects and ManTime objects. I use symbols for them. For my mind, I use this means EarthTime, this means ManTime. And so you could talk to children that this is a higher level of communication above the language that they're using with children. And so, because you have the 2 object classes. That's why I call it object science. A scientist is not a scientist if he's thinking from 2015 in the ManTime paradigm. He's a word slave is like the same people. Let me leave it this way, is that the people animated by language almost killed all the whales. Now Earth is the whale, and there's only one. But together as a group of humanity above all language, we could save the Earth and leave it better for the future. We are gTimers of the tech age. Gosh, I'm just ranting. I love you guys. I just don't know how to present it in a way that is going to get everybody every time. So I present it in different ways. But there's only one set of objects if you think with 2 biologies, that you end from the neck up and the neck down dichotomy. It's that we're EarthTime biology up here and EarthTime biology here, that you recover the native logic that got us here. Think like a wild animal with objects outside your body. And where's my club? I broke it. Oh, and I threw it. I love you all. Bye-bye.